Hello everyone, John here. I'm glad you stopped by. Now, I'm excited today. I put in for a computer dating service. I got my results hand delivered. They didn't want to send them by mail because if a neighbor got it and pretended they were me, they asked for an ID and they gave me the results. And I got some and I lined up a date for tonight. Now, I don't know how good the matches are. I left one question blank. I hope that didn't screw up the whole thing. The question was, what happens when a rock looks down and a boat looks up? I think that's a trick question or a computer error or something. I just left it blank. But anyway, I got a list here. In here is a list of women, and I called one and got a date for tonight. So wish me luck. I'll let you know what happens after it's over. Hello? It's your computer date. Genius John. What's that? Just let myself in? Okay. Hello, nice to meet you. Ma'am, I think there's been a misunderstanding. When I filled out the form, I had something a little different in mind when I said I worked hard and studied because I wanted to get ahead. Well, I'm back to tell you about my date. Needless to say, it didn't go so well. I went in, and first thing she started with a guessing game, which I'm not very good at. She says, "What do you think I do for a living?" So I tried to lighten things up, I thought, with a joke. So I said, "Well, you're a mouthpiece for the mob." She didn't like that. I could tell. I'm like, oh boy, I better guess something more respectable. So I said, well, headmistress for girls' school. Oh, she didn't like that. That even made it worse. Like, I got to come with something good. You're a head waiter at a restaurant. Oh, she started flipping out. Then I really put my foot in it. I said, calm down, keep your head on your shoulders. No. Well, needless to say, that date didn't end too well. I couldn't even get to second base with her. Well, I just got off the phone. I figured even though the first date went bad, there's more women on the list, plenty of fish in the sea, or women in the sea. And I'll give it a try, and I got a date lined up for tonight with the second on the list. So hopefully you'll be better than the first one. Wish me luck. I'll tell you when I get done that date. Hello? I'm your computer date. Genius John. What's that? Speak up. I can barely hear you. You're still putting on your makeup. How long do you have to go? 2 hours? How long have you been putting it on? 2 more hours? No, I'm not that crazy about makeup. I'm sure you're fine just the way you are. You don't have to keep putting on it. What's that? Just come on in? Okay. Well, that date didn't go too well. Boy, that's how she looked with halfway through putting her makeup on. I don't know what she looked on like before it, but I'm not one to put somebody down for their looks. I mean, if they're a good conversationalist, but every time I asked her something, I mean, it's a date, she would say, mind your own beeswax. What do you, it's a date. But she kept talking about honey this and honey that. She's just interested in getting honey, I guess. But she's going to have to look elsewhere. She's interested in pollination. It ain't going to be me. I want some conversation or looks or both. Better. But anyway, I've got a date lined up for tonight, and I'm a little more optimistic. My neighbor next door has seen her and said she's pretty good looking. He's the same guy that sent me on a snipe hunt. But he said she's cute and good looking. Wow, for her age. I mean, I'm getting up there too. So that's pretty encouraging. Plus, on the list she filled out, she likes to look at YouTube videos. So now I use a pseudonym so that there would be no clout chasers and just want to date with me because I'm famous on the YouTube. But I want them to like me for my personality in real life. So I didn't use my real name on the form or when I call them up. But this woman says she'll see me. Maybe she'll be surprised when I get to the door and tell her it's Genius John and she recognizes me and she just rips her clothes off before she even opens the door. Can you imagine? I bet that might happen. That's a good chance. Wish me luck. I'll tell you after the date.
Hello? It's your computer date. You may even know who I am from looking on the internet like you do. It's Genius John. Hello? Is anyone home? I said it's Genius John. I wonder why she's not answering. I know I have the right date and time. Have I been stood up or something? Oh boy.
Well, that date was a bust. She stood me up. I got ghosted. I know I had the right date. I wrote it down and I recorded it. Where was she? That's the worst date ever. Well, I got a date with the fourth one on the list. I was reluctant to call her. She's a lot older than me. But, hey, I might as well try. I hope it goes better than the others. It keeps getting worse. Can it get any worse? I don't know. Wish me luck, although it's not doing much good, is it? I'm really bad luck. Well, I'll let you know how it goes.
Hello? It's your computer date. Genius John.
Oh boy, that last woman stood me up. I hope this woman doesn't stick it to me.
What's that? Just let myself in? Okay.
Well, that day didn't go too good. Soon as I stepped in the door, she was a real pain in the neck. Then I decided to leave. She's a real pain in the ass. Oh well. So much for computer dating. Maybe it was that question I didn't answer. Why in the world does a rock look down? What happens when a rock looks down? When a boat looks up? They don't even have eyes. What kind of question is that? Oh well. Thanks for tuning in.